What's up, y'all? It's me, Tim, and welcome back to Draugen. So, we're just getting out of this conversation with, I think he calls her Lissy. Does it stand for Alice? I'm not sure. I just saw this over here on the counter. Let's take a look at it.
What did you find?
Someone tried to burn this. It's addressed to Mrs. Fretland.
They did a terrible job.
My dearest Anna. It's from her sister, Margaret. I really shouldn't.
Really? How else are we going to figure out what happened? Keep reading.
My dearest Anna, I miss you so very, very much. The baby is due soon, and I wish for our family to reunite before
He arrives.
It's been 7 years since the dreadful incident at the mine. Can we not convince Frederick and Johann to forgive and forget? I know there are things Frederick has not told me about what they found and why they parted ways. Their grudge is tearing us all apart. Frederick won't even let me speak to half of our neighbors, accusing them of treason. He's so very angry and full of regrets. It's eating him up. And we...
It's burnt off after that, at
And
the very
what?
bottom.
The rest is unreadable.
Margaret reached out to her sister, but I guess it didn't work.
This was written before Simon was born.
It was
but
in
burned
October.
recently.
October 1909. It's been a little while, because this is 23 that we're in, or 24? So that's been quite a while. So, and that was, even then he was labeling people as a traitor. Huh. What is this? Pick it up. Somebody's tried to burn this as well.
I almost forgot putting this aside when I lit the fire. A Christmas present to Ruth. From Simon.
Simon! Simon gave that book to Ruth. But who burned it?
I have no
Johann.
idea.
Or Anna. If they believed Simon killed her.
But they were friendly, right? Simon and Ruth. Before...
I imagine so. And we know the sisters were close.
I still don't understand why the brothers had a falling out.
Whatever drove a wedge between them, it was big.
Alright, can we put this book down and keep moving? I say we go ahead. It will not let us lay down. There must be something else we have to discover before it'll let us lay down.
I feel restless.
You should sleep.
I'm not sure I can. But yes, I'll try. In a bit.
In a bit. What do I have left to do? Touch Betty's scarf? Oh, place hat. I forgot I had the hat. So I've been
What are you
wasting
doing?
all this time.
Betty will want these back.
I don't think it's healthy.
Not now, please. I'm exhausted.
Time for bed. Lay down. Yes, there it is.
Quite the day, huh?
I'm ready to pass out. Where will you sleep?
I'll be up for a while. My mind's simply racing.
Don't stay up late. Wake me if you hear the Fretlands arriving.
Of course. And I'll keep my eyes open for any ghosts that might want to haunt you in your sleep.
There are no...
Hush now. Sleep.
What is she up to? You know, she's evasive. She's the murderer. Day 3. All I had to do was put that stupid hat on. Well, bright, beautiful day. Awesome. But we have learned a few other things about the lore here. So where is the young lady at? Last time we came out, she was playing in the yard.
Teddy, is that you?
Are you upstairs? Okay. And where are you at upstairs? She's got to be in Ruth's room. There she is.
This is her room.
Yep.
Are you paying attention? Ruth,
Yep, we know. We've established
can you
this.
imagine? One moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then
Boom.
nothing. Darkness. Forever and ever. Maybe there's something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic.
What's her story?
I'll help you look.
See, we found this here.
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met a child, Edward? She wasn't Monet. She was 8. Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
Who's that figure supposed to be? It's creepy.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew. It looks like this box under her
Well,
desk.
Really?
there we go.
Let me see. Pull it out.
Open. Oh.
What is this?
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
What?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. Well, they belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had her own private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
It is
She
weird.
must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait! The pin!
On the
On
doll.
the doll!
Is the
This
exact
is
same
where
one.
it came from. Her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
A dig, a grave site.
The mine,
Wherever she found them,
maybe?
she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things.
Yeah. It's true. I have no idea. No idea. Let's take a look at this.
This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle,
There.
Simon and his father on the other.
There they are.
Community divided.
So we got this picture book.
Draugen.
Hey, the undead monster from those folk tales you read.
What an odd book for a child to have.
I don't know. Children love scary stories. This looks interesting. Read some of it to me, please.
Fine.
In Norwegian folklore, the appearance of Draugen, the reanimated corpse of a drowned mariner, heralds death. Draugen haunts the Black Seas in a shattered boat. The beast has a man's body and wears a sou'wester, but instead of a head, there is tangled seaweed, and the revenant's chilling cry freezes mortal blood to ice. Draugen has the power to enter the dreams of the living. If you wake from such a dream, you have been spared, though someone close to you... That's enough of that. It's nonsense, of course. Not something a child should be reading.
Do you think Draugen took our boat? Maybe he's out there, on the fjord, waiting for nightfall so he can return to shore. She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave. Or the...
Mine. It could be. But what did she find?
Is the box we'd already
her
looked at.
Viking treasure. Of course.
It's bound to be. Okay.
There's a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
Well, she didn't imagine the Viking artifacts. You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic events.
This is what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and...
Whoa. Whoa.
Bell?
The church bell. Someone's here. Maybe... Betty.
Why would Betty ring the church bell?
Perhaps she's in trouble. I need to get to the church right now.
Wait, isn't it more likely to be the person you saw the other night?
I told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about.
Okay. You're just going to keep talking, and amazingly, we could hear you with absolute clarity through all those walls. I mean, I was out as soon as I heard the bell. I was like, let's get out of this dang house. So, I'm guessing Ruth found the treasure, became a point of contention between the fathers. The other father killed the little girl and wanted the treasure because they knew the mine had indeed yielded something. It may not have been ore, but... Alright, open. Somebody is definitely here ringing the bell. Notice.
July 24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
Huh. So who's ringing the bell? That's really what we need to know.
All these fresh graves.
Where did you come from?
Do you think that maybe
No.
Betty...
I'd know.
But
Why board up a church?
to keep the ghosts from escaping? Gone fishing?
No.
God is not here.
Who did this?
Someone who'd lost their faith.
Can you peek through the boards?
I'm doing my dangest. Oh. Look.
See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
No. I see the rope for the bell. No one's tugging on that rope. No one's tugging on that rope. Call.
Hello? I heard the bell.
Well, this is giving me
I'm
the
here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Remove. Come on now.
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
The
Be
Ethel
quiet.
becomes an Edward. That's pretty good.
Betty? Are you here? Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister, Elizabeth.
Stop shouting, Edward. We're
So, I mean,
alone.
there was nobody pulling this rope
Here.
when we were
There
in
are no
here
ghosts.
I don't know about that. What's this rope for?
to ring the bell.
This is the bell we heard ringing?
I don't see any other bells.
So you have to stand here and pull this rope to ring it.
Yes.
But there was no one here. You didn't see anyone, right?
Nope.
No. No one.
Ghosts. I'm telling you. It's...
Lissy. Look. Betty's gloves. They are definitely Betty's.
Oh, for
She got
Pete's
these
sake.
in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day she... She's here.
Where? And why would she leave her clothes
Yeah, it's-
lying around?
I know,
It
that's
doesn't
what I'm
make
going
sense.
to.
She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves, her hat. She's
Or
left a
somebody
trail
else did.
for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a labyrinth.
Betty will have left more crumbs.
Betty. You're turning into such a pill.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on board with you a little bit, but, you know, somebody obviously wants us to find this stuff. I don't think it's Betty.
The
I think
sign
she's
on the door.
long been dead.
God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive.
So we got, man, all sorts of noises going on in this joint. Oh my goodness.
The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead...
Her name would be in the book.
It's
Vandals. Tore it to pieces.
I don't think the missing pages left the church. Look.
we got one here on the ground. Pick up.
How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me.
All right.
I wanted you to find that one.
I
know what a rotten loser you are.
See, read. So is this the last sermon?
What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
I'm so
What
good.
does it say?
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and
Yeah, it is.
the language.
Thin and spidery.
He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer.
Okay.
He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, and move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
Yep. Let's go with the division first.
It sounds like Grovik was split in two, between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
This sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20 years of division and disagreements. Tilly varandra.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Remember the wedding picture? They were close friends once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
And curse.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune.
All right. This church has all sorts of old poppy sounds in it, you know? There's another page there.
Found another one. You get it. It's
What are you doing? We're in a church.
just one more page missing.
Mess. What is this? What is this
They
nonsense?
considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation and anger.
That should be the last page, right?
Two for two. A tie. Good job, Teddy. old
Stop,
bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Betty, Betty, Betty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
This book goes back years. It lists births and deaths. Here's the third Fretland brother. The one who died in the cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last 20 years.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know. There were surprisingly few births.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Oh, wow. Even more. Mord. What does that mean?
Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery.
So
And the
she
next
was-
entry, Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died. Probably no coincidence. See what's scribbled next to it?
Ward?
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe
My
there really was a
goodness.
curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse? What does that word say? Next to those names at the bottom.
Fredo.
Traitor.
And that still means cursed, right?
Edward?
Or no, that's the monster.
Final entry. There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Betty,
It doesn't mean
she's not dead. She can't be. I know.
Teddy.
I need to
How
see
do you-
proof for myself.
Oh my
not Betty.
gosh.
Betty's still alive.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me! Edward!
So, what are we looking
Better not
for?
be here, Betty. I'll never forgive you.
Okay, there's only one with a circle on it.
This one, it's unmarked.
What are you doing? Have you gone completely mad?
Evidently.
Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
Uncovered a body. So
It's
what?
not Elizabeth. I was so afraid,
You're a monster.
but I had to be sure. If Betty...
With your Betty. When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what? Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Wow.
Quiet! Just leave me be.
This guy. Oh. What?
See? Alice,
What?
come back.
What?
Don't leave me alone. Please. Come back. I need you.
What? I can't be the only one confused right now. Honestly. I don't know what to do with this information I've been handed. I'm confused. Not gonna lie. So Lissy was just like a figment of his imagination? And is Lissy like he's imagining his baby sister way back when? Can't go that way, obviously. Apparently. Tried. Hold on a
I
second.
was afraid you'd left me. Now listen to me.
Be reasonable.
No!
That didn't work. Be reasonable was the wrong thing. Because apparently you're insane.
Lissy.
Crud. I don't understand this. Honestly, I don't understand this at all.
Hey. Lissy, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said.
Uh-oh.
Of course
Which?
you did.
Where?
Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought she was dead.
I wish she was!
Don't.
You deserve to be alone.
So that explains how she moves so stinking fast. There she is up here on the wall. This is weird.
Please, talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day? That I'm your puppet, your little plaything. I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase!
Now, be reasonable. Lizzie? Alice? No. What are you doing?
What I
Uh-oh.
should have done years ago.
Uh-oh.
Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate us.
Uh-oh.
Now listen to me. Please, listen. Hear me out. Don't do this. You can't do this to me. I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No.
Ew. Holy cow. Holy cow. I don't even know.
Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please, don't.
You make me sick, Edward.
What the heck?
Your mother and father would be ashamed. Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have, and we love you.
This dude's insane, man.
We are here. With us, you are never alone.
Oh my gosh, this is weird.
Do not forget.
No.
I
Never. I never forget.
Oh.
I am
This
never
dude.
alone.
Dude, seriously. You need to be locked up somewhere. Wow. Well, this has been interesting. Day 4. So this is where we're going to cut it off because, I may need to go rinse my brain out. This has been so weird.
Wake up, Edward.
Hush. Seriously.
Stop hiding.
Seriously. This is where we're going to cut it off. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you have not. And I hope you have a great day.